Hello guys and welcome to Life on Wheels. Today I'll be giving an introduction on black boxes. So, what are they? Well, it's a box that tracks your speed, your smoothness and your usage and mileage. So it's done in a point system. It's from minus 10 points, which being the worst, and plus 10 points being the best for your speed, smoothness and usage. So what it does is it measures each drive and it points you and it scores you between minus 10 and plus 10, plus 10 being the best. So let's say you've had to brake harshly, so your plus 10 will go down to maybe a plus 8 or maybe a plus 5. So yeah, that's how it works. And so what speed? Obviously, if you speed, it will go considerably faster. It will go down. And the mileage, it's also for, as you know, when you get insurance, you have to put down an annual mileage. And what this does is, well, if you don't have a black box, it's not, they don't tend to monitor upon it as much. Whereas if you have a black box, it monitors your mileage. So you, as a young driver, it is really you wanna get the annual mileage lowest as possible because you want the lowest premium. So what happens is you want the lowest mileage, and if you go over it, you're gonna have to pay for it. Usually that's what it means, and it can be a pain in the ass because it's like 200 quid for 1,000 miles, and if you only have 4,000 miles, and you can go through that in about up to 4 or 5 months or 6 months, half a year, that's enough to go through that much miles. I mean, you don't want to spend another 2 grand on top of your expensive premium because you're young. You can't. You don't want to do it. So why would you get it? Well, depending on how you drive, it's cheaper. For me personally, I'm a young driver in this country. I'm 18 right now, and it's ludicrously expensive for me to get insured without a black box. So with a black box, it becomes sort of affordable. It's still really expensive for what it is, but for me, when looking at prices without non-black boxes and prices with black boxes, I find that it's way cheaper. So some of the benefits of having a black box, as we talked about, it's cheaper. Actually gets into good habits when you're driving. It encourages you to. You get 10 points on everything, so your speed, your usage, and your smoothness. And what this means is that you initially start picking up these skills, and you mentally process yourself to drive in a very safe manner. And some of the bad things. Now, there's a lot of bad things. There's a lot of drawbacks for this. First of all, is some insurers have curfews. That means you can't drive after a specific time. So which is usually at night. So it's usually after 11 o'clock at night, and from like 6 o'clock, or I think it's 4 o'clock in the morning. In between that time, some insurers do not let you drive. But whereas mine, what it does is it drops your points. It drops your points for usage, which can be a real pain. And the thing with this point system is that at the end of the year, the better your points, the lower your premium. So you want to get the lowest one. So next year you can get insurance much cheaper. So some of the bad things are it tracks you, which can be quite frightening, because some people do not like to be tracked, because they can pinpoint where you are, when you were there, when you're using your car, what speed you're going, and the stuff like that. So that's one. And the biggest problem of all is mileage. They want you to buy mileage, which I think is just too much. I mean, because it's so expensive, and all you're doing is adding to the price. And I think it's just one of the worst things about the black box, and also that it tracks you. And it's driving. You can drive a lot, but you're bound to so many rules that other people aren't bound to. So, considering all these things, I'd say black boxes are really good for young drivers, as you can get as you can get a cheap insurance, and you get into a good habit of driving. And yeah, I hope you guys, I hope I've answered your questions on black boxes, and thank you for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.